Sending lines in prison, mate. We've all had to do it. It is long. Sometimes you need something. You need something off your neighbour or a few neighbours down. Night time, isn't it? Nighttime thing. You can't wait. You need something, or they need something off you. Or the worst one is you're in the middle of two people that need you to. They need to pass the line to you, and if you pass the line on because they're incapable of swinging it 2 cells. Most people are actually. I mean, I can get it 3 or 4 cells. I'll explain how you do it. I'm sitting here talking about it. Hopefully, most people don't have a clue what I'm on about. A line. We'll keep it simple. Next door needs something. Next door needs some sugar. Oh yeah. Be like, wait, it's not that sort of party, mate. What do you want? You can have some coffee then instead. All right, you can have some coffee. You got to make the line, yeah. I've always used the bed sheet, the prison bed sheet. You get a green sheet to put on your bed. Get a couple of green sheets, one to put on your bed and one to cover yourself with. They're the same sheets. That's why some of them, if they're old, will be like that big, like Barbie sheets, like made for a Barbie house, because they've just been torn into so many lines. Tear it. I'm not going to sit here and explain how to tear a sheet. Get your blade and tear it. Rip. Actually, I'll explain. I'll explain the end bit. Don't rip it and pull it off, because you might need to make it like that one bit ain't going to be long enough, is it? So you're going to have to make it a couple of bits. Some people, the amateurs, will tear it and keep tearing it and tie a knot in it. If you just rip it and then pull it all the way to the end, but don't tear it right off, and then cut that bit and then pull it back and just keep doing it like that and not tearing it off, you'll end up with a line. It'll be massive and it won't have no knots in it. It'll just be one big old line. Shows I've done too much bird, mate. Tie a bag onto the end, put a weight in it, prison roll on. They give them out for free. I mean, that's what I mean. There's never no excuse for people to be smelly in prison. You get a shower every day. They give you soap. They give you a roll on. They give you toothpaste. Why do people still be stinking in jail? Anyway, your next door's ready now. You put the sugar in, or the coffee, whatever he wants. I realise what he means when he says sugar now. So sorry about that, mate. Put the sugar in. Right, he will have to put his arm out the window. Yeah, the windows in prison. So some of them have got to open. If you've got a window that opens like that, usually there'll be bars there. Yeah, there might be like a little square hole like that you have to put your arm out. Some people might have made the hole bigger or whatever. Other windows are sort of like you can open one or two like that, and they're only little. You can sort of get your arm out. You can only get your arm out. Like say you could get that much of your arm out. You only need to move. You only need your wrist, boys, don't you? Eh? That's all you ever need. So he'll put his arm out with a bog brush, yeah. Because you've got to keep it as close to the wall as you can, like when the person throwing it. But yeah, he might be a bit out. So if his arm ain't long enough, the bog brush will make his arm longer. Obviously, you put it arm out, you just swing like that, just let it go, or like that. I don't know if I did it like that. Use your other arm. Some people don't. I can do it with both hands. It's as easy as that, isn't it? Tissue lines. Oh, mate. Some windows in prison have got that sort of latch on it, so you can open it up. So in hotels, you can only open it up in so much. That sort of latch, yeah. You can't even get. Well, you couldn't even. You can't get nothing out of it. Yeah. Can't even put your bottle of drink outside to keep it cold or nothing. Yeah. It's that much gap. So what you doing? What you got to do? Yeah. You think you've had a touch? Next door knocks you up. Oh, I can't do it, blah blah. No, the window ain't big enough. It's alright, we'll do a tissue line. You think, oh, don't matter, yeah. If they want something, they've got to do the line. Yeah, yeah, have you got something? Yeah, can you make a line? No. Have you got a line? It's under your bed. Obviously you've got a line. No, I haven't. You got to make it. You want it. Otherwise I'll just lay back on my bed and watch TV and forget all about you. Tissue, right? So I need something again. Need it off next door. This is long, man. You need the wind blowing and everything. Imagine you need something on the one time in English weather where there's no wind whatsoever. You've got to get your tissue out your window, bog roll. They give them out for free in prison. Lovely jubbly, lucky us. So get it really long, obviously. Guess what I do? Guess what you do with it? You put it out the window. Whee! It'd just be drooping. You hope the wind to catch it at some point. Could be drooping for time. Drooping, just sagging. What else sags and droops? Then the wind will blow it that way. You need it to go that way. Can you see it yet? Yeah, that bit. I bet he can't, but I can. Shut up. Eventually the wind will blow it like that. He has to catch it. Now, you've got to get the other end of the tissue now, because you're not going to pass nothing on tissue, are you? Put a bit of string in it. Usually you pull the string off the bed. It's not the sheet, it's like a yellow blanket, like itchy yellow or green blanket. Pull the threading out of that, tie it on to the end of the tissue, and he'll pull it out now. He'll pull it all the way through, and eventually the string will still be there. You can use that as a pulley all night, or until it snaps, or until the screws come along. Another way, say some wings you on. What wings would I have been on that was like this? I think the first wing I was on in Stockton, if my memory serves, and Warren Hill. Like, you know, when you come out, you come out your cell and there's another cell there. Literally, it's just a hall with your cell, their cell, your cell. Like, it goes along like that. Or the block. Like, you're in, that's like the punishment down the seg. You're there, and the other person's there. Or if you can't open your windows or something, and you just gotta get it sideways. So get the string. You can't use a line. You've got to get the string. So you got to pull the pull the threading out the yellow blanket again. If you want to use, like, most people like use mirrors and things like this for this sort of thing. I always got along. Do you know, like the sachets of a jam? I always got on with them. Just get a little bit of butter and just put it on it or whatever. And you got to fling that out your door into whatever direction that the other person's in. Just say they're along the same as you. Say they're along the same as you. You can't get out your window. You've got to go along here. Say they're like four cells down. You flung it out as far as you can go. That way, just got the jam and just kicked it. That's what I used to do. Just kick it. Most people just get the mirror off the wall somewhere, or get a spare mirror and just fling it under the door for whatever it. Or just kick it again in whatever direction. The other person will do the same. They'll meet. Luckily, hopefully, they'll meet. Eventually, they'll meet. You'll miss a million times, and then one of you just have to pull it in, whichever one can. And there you go. How else do you send things? Or you can just wait for the cleaner to come. Say, "Oh, mate, pass that to cell 20. There's a little thing for you as well. Don't nip that one. There's a little thing for you as well, yeah. That's all you want, innit? Okay, I won't dip it then." If you enjoyed that, hit the subscribe, and we'll chat later. Adios.